ODB was the big homie. I mean, I seen him a lot in passing, but I probably got to be next to him a few times. I remember him one time in the juice bar. Not our juice bar, but when we were still learning about the juices and going to juice up. I seen him guzzle a whole bottle of Tiger Bone. That shit was crazy. ODB chug a lug the whole bottle of Tiger, and then he threw up right after because he probably felt like fire going. Yeah, rest in peace to ODB. I think his son, young dirty bastard, he want to work with me, so I might do something with him just for the culture and the legacy of his dad. Big L, shout out to Big L, Children of the Corn, Harlem. I mean, just hip hop, you know, is the epitome of hip hop. You can go to Harlem 139 and see him right in front of the fried chicken store. Get a cipher with him. You know what I mean? He was real hip hop. Shout out to Digging in the Crates too. I used to see Al all the time in Harlem. Like we was coming up. He was one of the first young dudes to get a record deal and get in. Well, after Chi Ali and all, Al was damn near right after or something probably. So we all looked up to him. He already knew about making music and recording and the studio and all that before everybody, because he was with Finesse and them. You know what I mean? They was grooming him early, so he was like my man then. We was cool with Al because we'd see him. We was in Harlem like every day when we would have to go get with D from the Rough Riders, so we were bumping the L frequently, a few times a week. The way he put his rhymes together, his delivery and the way he formatted his rhymes, he was very rhymey. He could rhyme the hell out of some words. You know what I mean? He had interesting songs. That Ebonics, Pun, my dog, Pun was ill. No, me and Pun, first album came out together too, around the same time. So we was on promo tour together in the beginning, and then we just got super tight from being on the road almost at every show. We was doing the same radio run. We had the same shows. We got super tight. Me and Pun got a song battling each other, a friendly battle song that Green Land got. Hope he lets it out before I die. You know what I mean? And the world could get to enjoy it or hear it before you don't gotta hear it in a sad time. But yeah, Green Land got a song that he came up with this idea of me and Pun battling. And the song that is like me and Pun battling, but it's not crossing no lines or none of that, but it's a good song. Green just got it. Every interview when somebody asks me about Pun and I talk about it, I don't know what Green got something up his sleeve, he holding it for something. I love the Griselda movement. I think is the closest thing to real rap. You know what I mean? That's back. It represents what we represent. I love them. I got tons of songs with them. About to do some more songs. Benny just called me to do something else. I love how they don't compromise. I love how their whole sound is nothing like when you turn on the radio. It sounds totally different from the top 8 at 8. Just when anybody does something different than the norm, you gotta respect that because they're creating a wave instead of riding it. And you always gotta love wave creators opposed to wave riders. Griselda for life, baby. You gotta embrace the new and you gotta embrace dudes that represent the same cloth of music that you represent. That just makes it stronger. The strength is in the numbers. You know what I mean? We need more Griseldas. That's the only thing I don't like about the music. To every 30, they let 30 of the other kind of stuff in to one Griselda. And if we had more Griseldas, I ain't mad at the other sound, but we need more balance. You know what I mean? The scale ain't right now. It should just be more of them. It should be more Griseldas. The next Griselda won't come 15, 20 years. But in that span, it'll be 75 million of them bullshits will come. You know what I'm saying? Just let more Griselda. The scale's like this right now. Real rap is not winning. Let's get the scales a little even. There's enough for everything. Can't be overpowered by the bullshit though. Nipsey Hussle bought, if you retract what I just said a minute ago, he's part of the scale. He's part of that scale, the Griselda. He's on that, you know what I mean? He bought that realness from coming from Crenshaw, being a hustler, rolling 60s Crip, to a super entrepreneur, to a phenomenal dad. You know what I mean? A hood iconic figure that was trying to buy up his neighborhood and do good business, real estate and merchandising and touring. We don't get a lot of Nipseys. You know what I mean? Like we don't get a lot of Griseldas. We need. It's back to that scale. You know, he was damn near like a rap Malcolm X when he died. We need more Nipseys. We gotta make the marathon continues. We gotta make sure his name lives on. Make sure his kids are straight. Make sure his music gets heard. Make sure we represent that. Cause he's a part of the scale that I'm on. He's on that side of the scale that we represent. My last album, top 5, before everybody got on him. He was on my single, Ain't Nothing New. Me, him, and Neo. So that just shows that I had a relationship with him before the whole world even start riding his wave. I created a wave and had a single with him prior to he got super hot. You know what I mean? I was on him already just because I respected his music and his hustle and his game. And you know what I mean? I knew he was going to be something special. I worked with him early. Nips was deep, spiritual, smart. He was about to take the world over by storm. He was about to do some big things, man. No, we never really had no deep convos. Every time we got together, we really just talked about working, how much we respected each other. When he touched down in New York, we always try to make sure if he was needed anything, he was good. He never needed for nothing, but we just, you good, you need anything, and he respected that. You know what I mean? The same when we go to LA, he would make sure we needed anything. He always had us with gear, weed, anything, rides, anything. So just that love and bondage and mutual respect from a stand-up colleague of yours from the whole other side of the world is important, you know?